Over the last 24 hours, we have identified 1,718 new cases of COVID-19 and completed about 16,300 tests. Our positivity rate was about 10.6%. Our hospitalizations continue to rise, and there are 896 people being treated for COVID-19 in hospital, including 222 in the ICU. There are now 18,706 active cases in the province. Sadly, I must announce that 10 new deaths were reported to Alberta Health in the last 24 hours. Every life lost leaves behind grieving family and friends, and I offer my sympathies to those who are mourning these losses and losses from any other cause. These deaths and all that have preceded them are further reminders that there are many vulnerable people in our province. As I said yesterday, our actions have never mattered more. We have a collective, shared responsibility to keep everyone safe. This is the glue that holds our society together. Today, I want to help clarify some questions that we've heard about the restrictions announced yesterday. I know it was a lot of information at once, and I want everyone to fully understand the rules going forward. Many Albertans are asking why social gatherings need to be limited if everyone attending has been vaccinated. It's a fair question, especially when immunized Albertans have done the right thing and have gotten protected to try to keep others safe as well. The answer is that our healthcare system is straining to treat the number of COVID-19 cases we currently have in Alberta. While close to 78% of the cases currently in hospital, including ICUs, are unvaccinated or only partially vaccinated, that still leaves 22% of those in hospital who are fully vaccinated. Many of these individuals have underlying health conditions that have affected their immune systems and their ability to fight off infections. In addition, while 2 doses of vaccine are generally about 85% effective at protecting against the Delta variant, that still leaves a 15% window for infection. And since the presence of COVID-19 is so high in our province right now, we need to do all we can to safeguard ourselves and our healthcare system and to stop providing all those opportunities for COVID-19 to slip in and spread. When we looked at other provinces that have implemented vaccine requirement mandates, we noted that there's no other province that has extended those mandates to employees of affected businesses. So the program in Alberta is consistent with other provincial mandates, which separates out employee requirements that an employer can choose to put in place and the requirement for patrons to have proof of vaccination or, in this case, proof of a recent negative test to access that. Employers may choose to require employees to be immunized. That certainly is something that is within their rights to do. However, again, in implementing this program, we wanted to be consistent with other provinces and have focused the program again on patrons for that reason. We know that in Alberta, as in other parts of the country and quite frankly around the world, there are some who have chosen to believe misinformation about the virus. We know that some of those individuals are choosing to not follow restrictions. However, that is not the majority of Albertans. And I believe that the majority of Albertans want to do the right thing. They care about their neighbours, they care about the healthcare system, and that when we provide the specific information that must be followed for a business to be able to be exempted from the current requirements or the current restrictions, that from what we've heard from business operators, from different sectors, that people are very keen to understand the rules because they want to follow them. They want to do the right thing. So when it comes to challenges, of course, there are some, but I want to emphasize that those individuals who are deliberately choosing to put others at risk are not the majority, and that even someone who may choose to not be immunized, that most of those individuals are also not wanting to willingly put others at risk. And again, I ask that all those who've chosen to not be immunized be sure that you are doing everything you can to minimize close contacts, pay close attention to any symptoms, and stay away from others if you have even a slight symptom. So with respect to the exemption program, again, when the majority of Albertans pitch together and make sure that we're doing everything we can, then we will be successful.